Hey, this is the Smart Music Business Podcast, and in this episode, I'm going to talk to you on how I spent over $10,289 on one Facebook ad campaign. I spent the last 14 years playing over 1,000 shows, touring 22 different countries, and become a top 40 Billboard charting artist. I fired my record label to go out on my own as an independent artist to market and release my own music, selling thousands of albums and millions of streams. The question I always get is, how did I do it without a label and sell even more music? This podcast is here to show you the way. Join me and follow along as I learn, apply, and share marketing strategies to grow my music business and a loyal fan base. Hey, super stoked to be chatting with you guys. Welcome to the Smart Music Business Podcast, and I am just going for a walk right now. I am doing my little walk and rock. I like to go for my walks in the morning to get some exercise. I started a little bit later today because I had to take my daughter to school and get her ready. It's her second last day of school before the summer, and so we started a little bit later, but I did a bit of work, and then just wanted to make sure I get my walk, get my mind going, because I wanted to work on some stuff. And recently, I have some crazy, awesome, amazing news is I got featured on Facebook Success Stories for a campaign that I ran to sell my CDs. And we spent $10,289 on this one Facebook ad campaign, and I 1.8x'd my profit. We saw a 25% increase in sales, and it's just been incredible that they featured me. I guess total I've now spent over $100,000 just on Facebook ads marketing my music. But I didn't start there, okay? I started by boosting posts. I started by just posting on Facebook every day, but as you know, the rules have changed, the algorithm has changed, and we kind of have to pay to play a little bit. You know, when you do a post, Facebook doesn't show it to everybody. Instagram doesn't show it to everybody. What they do is they trickle it out a little bit to some of your fans to see if they're reacting to it, to see if it's a good post, to see if it's, got that viral, that shareability. Because if nobody's reacting to it, like the small group that they show it to, like say they show it to 100 people, if nobody likes or comments or shares or just has any reaction to it, then they're like, oh, well, this isn't a very engaging post. Because you got to remember, Zuckerberg and the good people at Facebook and Instagram, they're trying to protect their customers, not just the advertisers like you and me that are trying to get our music out there, but the people that are just on there browsing. They want to make sure that they're just not showing, irrelevant content, or else, it wouldn't be a very good experience. So they want to make sure the users, the people that are using Facebook and looking at their friends, they don't want to just show them stuff that they don't react to. Because you got to remember, when you're scrolling through your Instagram feed, when you're scrolling through your Facebook page, when you stop and look at a post and like something or comment, Facebook is collecting that data to give you an even better experience, because they're like, oh, he or she responded to this one. She liked this, okay, or she commented on that or shared that, okay. So this is the kind of stuff that they're into. And so they try and, customize your feed if you'd like for the people that you follow or whatnot, and even for ads that show up based on what your activity is done, based on like your reactions and responses and just the way you use it. So it's not that Facebook and Instagram don't like your posts. It's just that, they want to make sure that the user experience is great. And so a giveaway I just want to give to you guys right now as far as posting, and just a great idea, is ask people questions. Post when people ask me, how do you get engagement? Well, are you posting something engaging, giving people the opportunity to engage? So, for instance, this is going to be really, really silly, but I hope it drives the point home. If you put a picture of Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump and said, who do you pick, Hillary or Trump? Do you think you're going to get some comments and some engagement? If you put Pepsi or Coke, or what should I wear today, or what do you think of this song or this album cover, or what's your favorite song off of my album? And maybe you don't have a massive fan base yet, but just the idea of asking questions involving your fan base is such a huge thing to get engagement, okay? And that's just to get the organic engagement. But I'll be honest with you, I post every day. I try to post at least 3 or 4 times a day. That's what I teach my students in my Facebook Accelerator course and this new Facebook Ads for Music course, which I'm going to be chatting with you guys about in a minute here. But I don't use Facebook just for the organic. I use it as an ad platform so that I can advertise to people, to fans, to find millions of fans all over the world. And just going back to that Facebook feature that I had in the success story, that was to sell a CD, okay, and then upsell people on more CDs or more downloads of my music. And what I was doing was I was giving away a CD for free, saying just cover the shipping and handling. We'll ship the CD right to your door, and just cover the the little $6.97, $8.97, whatever it is you want to charge. And then once they click yes on that, I offer them more things to buy. I have something that's called a sales funnel in the background that sells them even more stuff. Okay, maybe it's 3 albums for $10, or I try and sell them a t-shirt, or I try and sell them drumsticks or a wristband. I've had all kinds of things, and they're called upsells. And upsells are the game changer, because when you go to the grocery store, when you go buy something on Amazon or something online, when you buy one thing, there's always these things called shelf talkers when you're at the grocery store, these little dollar extra items that you end up picking up or buying, or magazines. And guess what? These grocery stores know you do, and they're called upsells. Well, this is what we need to do online. And I didn't drive $1 to iTunes or to Spotify in that campaign. I ran it all to my page that I control. That way I can control the traffic. That way I have all the emails. Like if you look in that Facebook ad feature, and I'm going to put the link below the show notes so that you can see it, I got over 1,100 customers. But not only did I get 1,100 sales, I got 1,100 email addresses. Okay, 1,100 email addresses. Okay, iTunes doesn't give me that. Spotify doesn't give me that. But guess what? When I run this myself, I got all the email addresses to ask these people later on, hey, do you want to buy my next CD? Do you want to buy this new shirt that we just released that happens to have, it's based on one of the songs that was on the album that you just bought, and I sell them more stuff. And this is the difference between, amateurs and professionals, and it's this. Amateurs focus on the front end. That means they want the money up front. Where professionals focus on the back end. They understand that, their fans are going to buy more. They may have lost money to sell that CD. Like maybe I sold that CD for say $6, but it cost me $10 to get that purchase, to acquire that. I had to spend $10 of advertising to get that one $6 purchase. Well, I don't care, because I know that I'm going to upsell them other things like a concert ticket or a Kickstarter later on, and so I'm basically getting those customers for free, let alone making money on the back end. And if this sounds crazy to you, you really need to get into the Facebook Ads for Music. That's going to be opening soon. Depending when you're listening to this, it might already be available, but I go over more strategies than I can on this podcast. But I just want to say this. Facebook is the biggest gift that's been given artists, musicians, entrepreneurs, small businesses, big businesses to market our brands, market our music. Like, it's literally pennies on the dollar to get your music in front of fans. I've spent tens of thousands of dollars on radio. I spent tens of thousands of dollars touring. All those things are great, but I have seen nothing compare to the power of Facebook ads to be able to narrow target, like the Facebook pixel, the brain that we call it. And I'm kind of speaking a little, advanced jargon here, but the Facebook pixel literally knows how to find your fans once you've given it a few bits of information. Like once I got one purchase and a couple more purchases, all of a sudden Facebook's like, oh, okay, that's who likes Manifest's music. Okay, let's go find more people like that. And then it gets a few more sales. And then once you get 25 sales, and then once you get 50 sales in a week, then all of a sudden the Facebook pixel has learned and gathered enough information about your fans to go poof. So like if you open up your targeting to 10 million people, Facebook knows exactly the 20% or 30% of those people, because that's about as big as the percentage of those that'll actually buy. But it won't waste putting your ad in front of 700,000 people. It'll focus on that 200,000 to 300,000 that actually have a chance on buying your music. And this is the same thing that we call it at concerts. When you go to a show, we call it per head. When you do a show and when you're in an audience, they always say, hey, what was your per head tonight? How many people bought? Because when I perform for 1,000 people at a show, when I perform for 1,000 people at a show, not everybody is going to buy that night. Some people might go buy when they get home or order online. Some people might buy right there. Well, that's the same thing with Facebook ads or Instagram ads that I was running for this campaign, is that not everybody bought. So Facebook doesn't waste my money or your money putting that ad in front of the people that it knows it won't buy. And how does it know that those people won't buy? And how does it know which ones will buy? Well, because they've collected so much data about us. That's why. They know so much about us, and so they want advertisers to win. They want the customers to win. And so they don't just spend your money crazy. They try and show it only to that certain amount of people that they think will actually convert. And that's why this was called it was called a Facebook ads conversion campaign. Again, I go into more of this in my course, Facebook ads for music, which I'm so excited about. Because look, I was one of the first artists in North America to be featured on Facebook for this. And it's because a lot of labels, artists, and they don't want to share this information. And honestly, I just believe, look, it's out there for everyone. There's enough fish, there's enough fans. I don't just buy one hip-hop album or one rock album. I buy multiple. I don't listen to just one country artist. I listen to lots of country artists. Get what I'm saying here? Stop looking at everybody as your competitors and start looking at them as your collaborators. And so that's why I share this information with you. And so I encourage you, if you're just boosting a post, if you're just posting on Facebook and Instagram and you're not, even boosting, there's just so much more. Posting is step one. Boosting the post is step two. But running an actual ad campaign, that's where you get in the control seat. And some of you might be like, oh, I don't want to do this. I want a label to do this for. I want to hire this out. So you want to just give up control? You want to give up control? Look, it's not that hard, and it's worth learning, because then it puts you in the driver's seat. You'd rather just pay somebody thousands and thousands of dollars to run a Facebook ad campaign when you can easily do this yourself. You can be in control of your marketing. You can run your own label as opposed to giving 75-80% to the label. You want the first law of success is to maintain control. But every time you sign to a label, you try and hire out your marketing, you are giving up that control. Am I saying you got to learn everything and do it all? No, but I do believe in this instance, Facebook has just made it too easy for you to not learn how to do this and put yourself in the driver's seat. I can't tell you what a game changer it's been for my music career and business to be able to just put a campaign together and not rely or wait on someone or not understand it. And they're just, because sometimes we just throw money at things. We're just like, oh, well, I paid him $1,500. I paid him, $2,000-$3,000, and let's just see what happens. Look, I'm measuring the results. When I put $1 in, I want to know that I'm getting at least $2 or $3 out. And honestly, when it comes to the music business, I don't care if I put $1 in and at least I get $1 out, because I know people are going to buy again. I know they're going to listen again. They're just going to keep buying my next thing and my next thing. And so I don't even care if I'm just even breaking even. But on this campaign and what I do, I put $1 in and I'm getting at least $2 to $3 back. So I want to help you do the same thing. Again, Facebook ads for music course is open. You want to get that. Enroll, learn how to do this stuff, implement this stuff, start selling your music. And what's neat is this worked for a CD, but I've done this for digital music, just for downloads, and I've also done this for vinyl, okay? So people say that CDs are dead, they say the music industry's dead, they say vinyl doesn't work. Look, I've done it for both. Vinyl works really, really well. I've helped some other artists coach and set up their vinyl funnels and CD funnels, and it's a lot of fun stuff. And again, if you do need more help with this, like one-on-one coaching, you can book a session with me to do that as well too. But at the same time, like, you want to learn this stuff yourself, or get a team member, hire somebody to go through it, to grab the course and learn how to do it. And do it for you. That's even better than you just hiring some random company. It's even better that you hire somebody that works for you, whether it's your brother or your sister. It's like, dude, learn this stuff for me, and can you like implement this stuff if you're not like super techie or something like that. That way at least you're getting it done, and you're again still in control. So hey, I hope you love this episode. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share it with somebody that you think it can help. Get that course, learn this stuff, and make this your year that you're gonna really invest in your marketing and get your music out there. Because I'm telling you guys, and I'm gonna keep saying it again and again, Nike, Coca-Cola, these massive brands have not dumped their advertising dollars in here yet, so there is still a massive opportunity. It is still pennies on the dollar. It still is super cheap, and it's not going to be like this forever. So this is an opportunity for all of us. Get in there, take action, and I'll see you in the next episode. So if you're a struggling artist and you're just trying to figure out this music industry, you want to go full time with your music, you want to get noticed on social media, or learn how to launch an album, an EP, or just get your music more marketed out there, I want to encourage you to check out my coaching program called Fanbase University. Every single month I jump on the phone 2 times with my students and I coach them and I teach them how to market their music, how to get noticed, how to handle booking agents, record labels, and just get their music out there. Also, you get access to exclusive training, you get interviews with music industry professionals. If you want to find out more and not do this on your own, not struggle, because I've wasted thousands of dollars on my career and now I want to coach other artists, check out my program, fanbaseuniversity.com, or click the link below to find out more info.